listed our new mastermind series class, which is going to be June 5th at 4:30 Eastern. This is how to grow your small account part 2. You do not have to watch the first one to have the second one, but I highly recommend it because it is the basis and the foundation leading into part 2, which was how to grow your small account. It was $199 if you were able to buy that before the class. It's almost 2 hours, but it is a full 90-minute class with Q&A. You guys will be able to rewatch that as much as you want. If you did buy the first one, there is a discount code that you guys can use. I can't just blurt it out because it's only if you bought the first one. So head over to our Discord, look at the channel that is for the replay of that video, and you guys will see the actual discount code that is listed inside of there. You can find it in our store if you go to americandreamtrading.com. To sign up for any of the services, of course, website is always here. $200 for our regular membership gets you immediately into Zoom. You can see every trade I make. You'll get hot stock picks, the videos on demand, the IPO center, and the pre-market setup, all with the regular $200 membership. When you're ready to step it up, though, I highly recommend the VIP membership. You'll be able to start trading early at 4 a.m. You'll get to trade with some of our other millionaires inside of that room. You guys will get masterclass training with me every day at 8:15. You'll get the VIP lounge, all of those hot stock picks, pre-market setup. You're going to get the IPO center, the videos on demand, all of the workshop classes for free, and we put one of those on every single month. You'll get all the VIP training videos, the Trading View indicators. These were designed specifically based on my 2-minute EWO, which, by the way, no trader in the world has ever used what we are doing with the Elliott Wave Oscillator. And we have a lot of people finding success, obviously, with this. You'll also get VIP seating at the meetups. If you are a VIP member and you want more training, VIP Gold, you can add that on for an additional $2,500 a year. Right now, as one of the specials that I have, this could go away, but right now, if you sign up for the VIP Gold, you will also get a free one-on-one with a moderator. That is a $500 value just for that. You'll get all the mastermind classes. You get every mastermind class for free during your subscription. You'll get 1 hour of tech support if you need it, so we can remote in. We can help you set up those charts. Anything specific, right, that will get you going, we can help you with that. You're also going to get, for the first time ever, weekend training. We've been doing it every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern. And because it's the weekend, it is literally like a one-on-one. You'll also get our news service showing us everything, right, that's going on in the market, and breakout rooms. So anytime we do a breakout room, that's only for VIP Gold members. You guys will be able to access that. Use your affiliate account. You guys will also get a piece of everything. So you have family members, neighbors, people in your church, people that you guys want to help out. You can give them your link, and that will also give you a kickback immediately. It's immediate. As soon as they pay for it, you guys will get money. You'll see it into your monies that you can just withdraw. Send them to americandreamtrading.com.
American Dream Training, okay? Because we train and we train hard, so that when it's time to actually trade, we know what the hell we're doing.
You have now stumbled into americandreamtrading.com, where we trade shares and options. I will show you about swing trading, long-term trading, dividend stocks, high-yield income stocks, covered calls, cash secure puts, diagonal and credit spreads, debit spreads. I will teach you everything there is to know about the entire market. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I can't believe I get paid to help all of you get paid. This is such a wild thing.
Welcome to American Dream Trading's The Aftermarket Live Chat and Watch Party. I'm your host, J&J Video Reacts. And this is a stream that's been, you know the spiel, stream that's been created by traders for traders to just kick back, relax, and talk about our day trading in the stock market, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And we like to just kick back and just talk. We do some training. We go over Coach's strategies. Who is Coach? Coach is Chad W. Christian, who is a 30-year stock market veteran, and he teaches all of his people, which are us, how to get in trades, out of trades, and everything in between. So shout out to you, Coach. We love you, brother. Thank you for letting us use this platform to basically talk about how great you are, and how much we learn from you. I have to tell you, we got people in here. He's created over 10 millionaires. So if you didn't know, now you know. Okay, over 10 millionaires. He was retired over 75 people. Just recently, here, our very own Bucket has decided to step away from his place of employment and trade full time. And that is because of the teachings that he has picked up from Coach and the success that he has had with it. Bucket's only been here a few months, but in that few months, he has managed to literally blow our minds with the knowledge that he has not only picked up, but actually applied and succeeded with. So shout out to you, Bucket. We're proud of you. We love you, brother. Ted as well. Ted retired, and I mean, seriously, he struggled at the beginning a little bit, no, just a little bit, and had a one-on-one with Coach. And within a few months, Ted is now killing it. Both of those gentlemen I expect to see in the Millionaires Club. Our very own Mark McSee, that is normally on here with me. Shout out to you, Mark. I miss you, brother. Mark McSee, $7,500 week. I'm going to give you the bell, Mark. Even though you're not here in person, you're here in spirit. $7,500 that he made over this week through the course of time. And that is because he has snuggled tightly up under one of our most beloved millionaires, Nate, who has basically taken Mark kind of as like a prodigy. And Mark has kind of, and everybody, we all get it from Coach. I mean, Coach teaches all of us, and then we all continue to teach each other. And I love the way Mark and Nate work together in the mornings to not only continue to educate us, but educate each other and continue to drive each other to be better traders. And because of that, Mark McSee, and, you know, probably a little prodding from me as well for Mark to step it up, because we know that he's got it in him to be in the Millionaires Club. Yes, you do. I know you may not have those expectations, but I see you doing it. I think you can do it. But yeah, $7,500 a week. I mean, come on now. Initially, Mark was trying to do $400 a day, which equates to $2,000 a week. He, come on, tripled that. All right, so you can do it. You know, shout out to David Yanis, who we call the Apple Whisperer. All right, David killed it yesterday on Apple with $3,600 in earnings. I mean, come on now. We got Eric Smoto, who comes in here and just drops bombs. He drops nuggets in the aftermarket. All right, teaching us how to use support and resistance lines. He kills it, man. He kills it. So we've got a lot of success stories. You know, some people come in here or they come to the streams when Coach is on and they try to ask him how much he's made and how much he's, you know, spending and making and where's your Lambo and all that kind of dumb nonsense. Listen, he's what we call a coach. He's a trainer. Okay. If you didn't know, trainers train. Okay. I mean, how many basketball coaches do you see out there on the floor with their players playing? Okay. So yeah, don't come at him with the stupid stuff. He trains us to trade, and don't get it twisted. Anytime he wants to click that mouse and make a trade and make some money, he can do it. He does do it all the time. But for the most part, he is focused on training, and we are grateful to him because he makes sure we know how to trade, not how to chase call outs, but how to actually trade. So thank you, Coach. We appreciate you. Who do we have down there in the chat? Oh, wait a minute. Before we get to that, listen, there are 3 links that are at the top of this video. 2 of them are pinned to the top. That is American Dream Trading, which is where you will go to become a member if you are already not a member. And click here to join the panel. If you want to come up here and share your story, that's why we're here, man. All right. We still got people that are probably filing in that will probably come up to the panel a little bit later on, but that's what we do here. We chill and we talk about our day trading in the market. It's a way to decompress. It's also a way, if you're struggling, don't struggle in silence. Come up here on the panel and we'll pull up the Trading View Indicator, and we will look at your trade and figure out what went wrong. You know, we'd love to do that for you. If you did make money, Come on up here and talk about it. Some of the new people down in the chat who may not yet be making money like to have some strategies. Which one of Coach's strategies did you use to make money? How did you use it? So each one teach one. Come on up here on the panel and share your story. That's why this show was created. It does no good for me to just sit up here and blab. I created it and we created it, and Coach let me bring it over here for you guys to come up here and chill and talk and relax and just cut loose. Now, 2 requirements. You got to have your camera on. Coach loves to see our faces. You gotta have your camera on. You got to just respect the panel, So, and the third link is the tip jar for yours truly. That is a huge part of my income, and I appreciate everybody who puts something in there, whether I swear or not. So if all of you do me a favor and go to hit that tip jar link and throw $2 or $3 in there, I would much appreciate it. You'll be feeding me this weekend. But yeah, I love you guys, and you guys make it happen. You make it fun to be here. And I appreciate all the comments and the questions that you give the panel in the chat. You guys are amazing. So thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up, even though your family's probably like, have you been in there all day? What are you doing? Thank you for being here and giving us the extra time and giving me your attention during the aftermarket. That's why I don't try to keep you here for hours and hours, because I know you got families. And those of you who don't and have nothing else to do, well, yeah, let's hang out. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go see who's down here in the chat. Ardalan with the pink hand, how are you? I got to rhyme it. Chicken Nugget, what's going on, Chicken Nugget? Here again, huh? You got in here another day. Hi, Angela. How are you, my darling? Miguel, what's going on? Miguel, always up in here from day one. Darn Cricket, what's going on, Darn Cricket? How are you, brother? Jay Waffle, what's going on? Fill up the tip jar. Yes, I need you guys to fill up the tip jar tonight. Thank you so much. Apple kicked my butt today, guys. I thought she was going to go down. Even though we talked about it in the pre-market, the chances are would probably fake you out and go down and then go up. It did that, and then it continued to go up. I thought it was going to go up and kill some contracts and then go back down. And, I had a little bit of hopium and I stayed in it a little bit too long, but I did eventually cut the loser and got out of there and just took the L. Coach talked about it this morning. Listen, you got to take an L. Sometimes you got to take an L. Don't continue to lose all of your money. Let all of your money drain out of there. And I did not do that. So, but yeah, I'll tell you, Apple's been going through it lately, right? Hopefully none of you lost money on Apple today. Hopefully some of you did the smart thing and jumped in calls and got paid today. Rob Inflow, what's going on, Rob Inflow? How are you, bud? Mike Clark, how are you? Bucket, sup, Bucket? Leslie, what is going on? What's going on? How are you? Hey. Our own beloved Miranda. Billy. Oh, Billy Mac. Thank you for coming back. Thank you, Billy Mac. How are you? Bubbles. What's going on, Bubbles? Hi, honey. Liz Ruth. Hey, honey. How are you? I see you in the pre-market in the mornings, getting that education. I see you. Hey, Hamilton, how you doing, bud? What's going on, AB? How you doing, buddy? I forgot to check to see if you answered me on, are you AB the Hero? Type that answer in again. Let me know. And if you don't know who AB the Hero is, just say no. Mustang Chris in the house. What's going on, buddy? Brian T, how art thee? Billy Mack says he's good. What am I going to do up here by myself, guys? This is not why this show was created. I'm completely stuck. What am I going to do? Except talk. How did you guys do today? Let me know in the chat. I'll read them if you don't feel like coming up. But please, somebody come up here and keep me company. Or we could just jam out. We could just jam out. How about that? We were just playing with a tool. Have you guys ever heard of AI? Listen, I brought this up earlier. AI is really taking over. I mean, and it reminds me of that scene in The Matrix where Apollo. Oh, thank God we got somebody up here. Oh, what's up, bud? I'm gonna wait for you to get that camera on. Hopefully it's working. But he said we gave birth, we marveled in our own, and Morpheus tells Neo, we marveled in our own magnificence as we gave birth to AI. And Neo's like, AI, you mean artificial intelligence? And he said a singular consciousness that spawned an entire race of machines. And I brought up today in the pre-market, in the movie, the machines were depicted as these huge metallic spider-like looking creatures that were just sucking up newborns left and right, and growing human beings. But guys, they did it differently. Now that we are in the age of AI, those machines don't look anything like the ones that were in the movie. They look like us. Look at the bots that are out there that are very realistic, and look at AI. All you need to do is insert artificial intelligence in those bots, and human beings are all but replaced, right? So, hey, it's a scary thing. It's exciting, but it's also scary. So I'm curious to know, come on up here and let's talk about it on the panel, Turk, what's up, buddy? Hold on. What's up with the camera, Turk?
I don't know. It was working earlier this week, and now I just tried doing it, and it's not connecting. It's so weird.
Weird. Well, Coach, hopefully you're not mad at me. I don't feel like being up here by myself, so I'm going to let Turk hang out with me. What do you think about what I just said, Turk, about the AI scene in The Matrix and what's happening with AI? Are you for it? Are you scared? What?
Yeah, I was a little scared. I was listening to everybody talk about it today, and it seems very
at the end of the
it
Zoom
almost
call
seems like
right
a movie. Like it's so cool how movies like that are futuristic slowly become reality.
Art imitates life, dude.
Yeah. Like the people had that vision that, one day everything's gonna be run by computers and robots and AI. Like, you look at the Jetsons, for example, like that was written in the, I don't know, 30s or 40s. Like, that's gonna be like reality.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't mind that though. If the microwave, I can punch in a code and all of a sudden I got a salad that shows up in a little box, in a little electronic box. That would be pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
You put the dog on the walker and just walks itself.
And he's just walking, you know what I mean? But the ultimate is the flying car thing.
Yeah.
Like,
has anybody, I don't know if anybody who's listening in, but has anybody gotten a delivery via Amazon with those little helicopter, they call it
a drone?
A drone, yeah. Like, aren't they doing that as tests?
Wow, I haven't.
I haven't either. You're in Maryland, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if they're doing it more. I don't know if they're doing it more like out west somewhere, but I thought they said they're going to start testing that. Like, can you imagine?
Well, how big are these drones, though? Because people get some pretty hefty packages from Amazon, too.
Yeah, I'm sure there's limitations.
Maybe smaller. Just the smaller stuff they're going to do. But, wow, I didn't know that.
Bubbles says she has drone delivery. Have you gotten one before, Bubbles? Like, it just drops it on your front lawn, or is that what it does? That's pretty cool.
Well, it would probably land, because what if it's fragile?
Yeah, I'm saying, but it land. Yeah, I'd say drop. I meant drop off, like
right. Yeah.
Places it down. Wow.
Say what you mean, Turk. Say what you mean. Mean what you say. Not dropping on the lawn. It's fragile.
Fragile.
Wow, unbelievable, man. Drones. So
cool. Where's Bubbles live? Do you know?
I do not.
She Bubbles. Has a video of it.
I think Bubbles is in Texas. Bubbles, aren't you in Texas? Hey, Ralph, what's up, brother?
They have drone delivery like Uber Eats for food. Wow. That's so cool.
AB AB said, I'm AB the loser today. Talk to me. What was it? Was it Apple? Because we can cry together. I'm willing to share if you are.
I traded a little Apple today.
How'd you do?
Well. I did well this morning, and then I did 2 extra trades with Apple and lost most of the gains. I ended up with a little, like a small gain, but it's just when that happens, you're like, why did I touch this?
I said the same thing. We talked about it in the pre-market that it was probably going to go up. Why did I assume? Well, it was the fake out. I went for the okie doke. I went for the nice big red candles trickling downward and fell right into the trap, and then didn't get out. I broke 2 rules. You know, I don't need. You don't
know if it's like a healthy breathe back or it's going to keep on going. You just never know. Listen, no one's gonna have the answer to that, but it's just like.
And after yesterday, I thought it was a healthy breathe back. I thought it was just them killing contracts, and it was ultimately going to go back in our direction.
Right.
And I'm like, you're not killing my contract. Well, they didn't kill the whole thing, but because I got out. But I'm like, oh man, dudes. I did not expect Apple to have a stellar day like it did. And what I should have done, but I didn't have any more buying power to do it, was gotten in a call. That's what I would have done had I had the buying power.
Yeah. How many candles did it go down for? Let me see. Let me pull it up on my
Probably
screen.
about a good 6 or 7. Hey, Ralph.
Like
what's going
12
on,
to
dog?
14 minutes into the day.
Wasn't in there. I saw you ain't had nobody up here. I said I saw you ain't had nobody up here, so I decided to come up here. Turk, the answer is volume. The answer is volume, Turk.
My volume's no good?
No, I said the answer to your question is volume.
Oh, to see how much volume.
Breathe back. You know, that's the answer.
So the more the volume.
If the volume is strong on the pullback, then somebody is selling.
Gotcha.
There you go.
Okay.
I will remember that.
Still have Apple up here. I'll share my screen. Yeah, we talked about it, Ralph. And I went for the okie doke. I was being gullible.
What happened?
It started going up, and I didn't get out of it in time.
15-minute, like the
wait,
45.
What are we talking about first? I mean,
Apple.
Oh, Apple.
She thought the losses from yesterday were going to continue on, so she bought a put in this morning. And
everybody thought that. Apple surprised.
Yeah.
It was going to continue to drop, and then it had a full reversal. But that's what I'm saying. At what point, like, she held on, I guess, and like you were like, well, maybe this is just a breathe back. It's going to continue to go down, and it didn't stop going up.
I see what y'all saying now. Okay, well, it's 2 things.
Yeah.
Number one, volume. Number 1 is volume, right? Number 2 is once I see that thing get up over VWAP, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Yeah, but that's a big move. That went from 170 to 171 and maybe 171 and a half is
it went over 172.
Yeah, that's
well over 172.
You held it for that long, Dawn?
Yeah, I did.
Oh lordy.
I did. Yep. Luckily that didn't wipe me completely out, but yeah. And I caught myself doing the right thing. I got 2 contracts that were 1 in the money. So yeah, but it's all good.
Simoto said he killed it.
Of course he did. He always kills it. Eric is a beast.
Yeah,
it's all good. I know. I journaled. I know what I did. I knew going in that I was taking a chance doing that. And I also knew, going up, it's not like I don't know what to do, but sometimes even the best of them do dumb shit. Okay. So the thing is, I'm not taking this behavior into next week. That's just like, this morning we were talking to Nate, and Nate Nate got into a stock that didn't have no volume and walked away. I'm so sorry, Nate. If you listen, I'm sorry, brother. But I'm so glad, you know how misery is, man. I'm so glad that I'm not. I follow right behind, and I did this. I did some dumb shit too. So it was a crazy day for people to just kind of not follow the rules and go a little bit rogue. And we did it, and we all learned. You know, it's a lesson learned. You gotta make sure you follow your rules. You know.
Yeah.
It's something about Fridays.
Oh my God! What? What are you doing here?
I could leave.
I thought Mark was gone.
I thought you weren't coming. Hey.
Yeah, I got
Who else
back.
that is? I can't even see.
Dawn was suppressed without you here,
That's
Mark.
Bruno.
Oh, it's nice.
I did. I was having a
Just
few
wanna
bad minutes
saw
over
here.
that.
Well,
I was having a few bad minutes, Mark.
Scheduled everything for today, appointments and stuff, so I could get everything out of the way in one day, pretty much. So
that was smart.
I'm done.
Mark, how you doing, man? Making money on the road.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
That was Nate's
that channel.
Danish.
I think wasn't it Ralph? Wasn't you the one who taught us how to do that? Somebody did the other day. You had to hit that
What?
the Weeble to get the Turbo Trader buttons to show up. Some one of the members.
It was
Oh,
me.
no.
It wasn't me because I don't use the turbo, so I know it wasn't me.
Yeah, I did that. I was like, oh man, this is so easy.
I said hit the lightning bolt, and you were like, everybody was like, oh.
Yeah.
It was Dawn because Dawn showed me.
Yeah.
Well, she showed me, but I don't use them. So it was Dawn. I remember now.
Yeah.
It was you that I was talking to, Ralph. That's the conversation he's thinking about.
Yeah, I was sitting in the waiting room, and I'm like, let's see what's going on. I'm like, oh, there's my stock. It's moving again. That NVFY had already made like whatever to make. What did I make? $400 or something in the pre-market on channel trading. I'm like, oh, I made 3 more trades in that, whatever. Well, I was between 2 different places. I went to the one and then I got down there. I went to the next place, sitting in there for a while, and I think I made another trade. So, yeah, I had another. What did I say? $1,300 or something, just sitting in the waiting room.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was pretty cool. I mean, it was really easy. I was like, okay, now I can see why people trade on their phones.
It is.
Yeah.
It is easy. Well, I don't actually I don't trade. Well, I just I place the trade from the phone, and then I do the rest of it on TradingView, right?
Yeah. Well, don't get me wrong. I'd rather do it on my desktop because I'm so attached to TradingView charts for my levels and everything. I can't see the level, you know. I mean, I'm sure I could set the Weeble line up a little bit better, but I just don't care for it. And because I like knowing I'm pretty attached to my support and resistance lines on my chart. So but I just did like Nate did. I visualized the walls, and that's where the support. And I traded the L2 as side, buy and sell, just looking at the L2 with the walls and just traded the walls, which is what Nate does every day. And I actually did it there, and I was kind of excited. I'm like, this is pretty cool. And,
how was it, Mark? Because you can't see the chart. So
right, because it's kind of down.
Yeah.
It's kind of there, but it isn't.
Yeah, you got a big enough screen, you might can see both of them, but I got a small phone, so.
Yeah, I mean, if I did it probably with the iPad, but I just had my phone. I wasn't dragging the iPad all over the place. And
so how did
it was pretty good. It was good. I made 3 or 4 trades. Made like whatever it was, $1,200 or $1,300 sitting around waiting, and I actually sat next to the guy. I had my ADT hat on. And he didn't. Well, he didn't notice my hat. He just because I think the first trade I made whatever it was, $500 some on it because I'm buying like 1,000 shares at once. I click, and I was doing it at market too. I wanted to say, well, let's do it at market instead of. I didn't know how the limit fill was going to be, so I did it. I just did it at market, buy at market, sell at market. And,
what you smiling at, Don?
So,
what you smiling at?
I'm smiling at Eric Smoto down there in the chat. What's up, Eric?
Yeah.
Come on up here on the panel. Look at you, Bruno. What's with that microphone? You sound like you were like literally in my headset. Hey, Hamilton.
Gotta invest in the tools, right?
Wow.
Yes.
That's some good sounding stuff.
2 things. One, Turk Diggler.
Yeah.
I need you to answer the damn ticket.
Come on, Turk. You're not one of those people, are you?
Bruno never stops, man.
I didn't know you sent me one. I'm sorry.
I think the girls were looking for you for something. I don't know. Somebody will say it in the chat. Miranda or Marlo, Miranda Arlo.
Marlo.
I know. I keep calling him Marlo.
They were looking for you for something. And then the other thing is, we have to stop collectively as a team with the call outs with the, for example, today, Apple to the moon or Apple's crashing out. I got burnt. Ooh. Really bad. It was a stupid decision on my part. I was up a little bit, but then Apple just went right back up.
Dude. Okay, then I'm not the only one. I was up about $30, and next thing you know, I'm like, "What the hell is going on?" And all I got was 2 contracts.
And if it goes for me, it goes for newer traders too. That if they hear that, we got to stop saying, Apple's burning out, Apple's crashing out, or Apple's going to hell. A $2 to $3 move is not going to hell. It's just normal traction. If it was like yesterday was different. Today,
100%.
I lost $200. I lost $200. I was up and I'm holding on to it. I'm like, oh, it's got more. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, there it is.
I lost 130. I lost 130, Bruno. Yeah.
Oh man, ridiculous.
And I'm not supposed to be trading.
And then AMD slapped me down. Like I got down like a couple hundred on the put side of it, and then I got in calls, and then it just hung out.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it went, after I exited and took a loss, it went straight back up. I was so annoyed. But yeah, we got to stop doing that. We got to stop doing with the to the moon.
What was your hey Bruno? What was your expiration on those AMDs?
Expiration, since it was early in the morning, I had the same day expiration. They were really cheap. Okay. I think I did.
Dude,
5.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, 5 contracts of Apple. I think it was, I want to say like 80 cents, 60 cents, 50 cents, around there.
Nice. I'm on vacation. Don't tell my wife I'm on this right now. So I'm doing like long date. I'm doing like 90 days out, and kind of more as a swing trade. But I did that AMD on that first like kind of double bottom, and then it went up, and then it went way down from there. But I just let it all ride because I was out 90 days, and it just shot.
You have the time.
Yeah. Oh my God, it was so. I mean, I think those are up like 30% now, something like that. Yeah. And I wasn't sweating it.
Yesterday, I took my eyes off of a trade that cost me, and someone's like, "Oh, you could have put a stop." Yeah, but sometimes stops break. So took my eyes off of it. It cost me. Yeah. Well, I closed that out today, but it still cost me. But I was on such a streak, but it did wipe away most of my gains for the month. So it's like all those green days I had are now toast.
I know that feeling.
Yeah, it is what it is, but don't take your eyes off of trades. Use your stops and stay with the stop. Don't walk away from it. And stop calling out stocks to the moon.
You know what?
To hell.
Coach did it today one time. He said something to the moon, and I was like, nope, I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah, but that's Coach. That's Coach. I'm talking about other.
No, I know. But
two things. Yeah. I want to know two things that I just got to know. Bruno, the $200 loss. Did you react like Nate did?
Dude, any loss will piss me off. Let's just be clear. But I got out when I got out. It could have been 500, 5 times. Yeah, it was a $400, $450, $500 move. 200 versus the full. But then again, well, I didn't even look. Did Apple come back down?
No.
No. They toyed with it. It toyed with it, and then it went right back up.
That's one thing. Don't it make you feel kind of good when you get out of a trade, even though you took a loss? but it just keep on dropping, and you be like,
now it does. Now
I'm
it
glad
feels
I
good.
did that.
It feels good. I mean, it doesn't feel good in terms of losing it, but you could have lost 400 to 500 instead of 200.
Exactly.
Check this out, Ralph. It's funny you said that because later on it looked like Apple was dipping again, and I'm like, okay, maybe now here is the dip that I've been waiting for. And I had $40 left, right? I said, okay, let's try it, because the the option that I had was down to 4 cents. I said, if I do 10 of these, that's the $40, and I can probably get my money back, right? As soon as it started pulling back up, I mean, literally, when the wick hit, I was out of there. So I didn't do what I had just done for an hour. You know what I mean? And I had to say to myself, okay, you did the right thing there. Take a snapshot of what you just did. You see how as soon as, because you didn't need to lose another 40. You can't afford that, you know? So see what you just did. Snapshot that. Next week, that's what you need to do. If something's going against you, get out of it. You know, stop riding the loser with hopium. Stop doing that. You know, what you just did, make sure if it starts going against you, I don't care if you leave money on the table. FOMO is a killer. I don't care how much is left on the table. If it's going against you, get the out of that thing. I don't care what happens after that. You can't. You know?
Yeah, go ahead, Mark.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I want to emphasize something really important, right? On same day expirations, especially Friday or any day, when a freaking stock is channeling and it's not doing anything in either direction and you're either puts or calls, the minute it goes green, you can always re-enter at a later time. Take the green. If it is an EWO play and it's riding to one direction, then that's different. But if it starts channeling out, don't sit there waiting for a breakout, because if you're in a call and you go green for a little bit and then all of a sudden it pulls back on you and you have that green in front of you, take the green, because if you can treat it as like a channel trading or a scalp if it's not EWO. But the minute you hang out there, it's a recipe for disaster. The longer you wait, again, I'm not talking about EWO plays. I'm talking about that are not going for one. Yeah, if you're sitting there hovering, especially on same day expiration, oof.
Yeah,
like you'll be like, it's gonna come, and then all of a sudden an hour goes by, it's still hanging out in the channel, and then you could have took that green. Just take the green when it's channel trading. Just take it and re-enter it another time.
So you establish the channel first, right? You establish the levels.
Yeah.
You see where it is channeling.
Respect the channel. If it's not ready to come out of it, don't wait. Don't hang out waiting. Especially if you're heavier in contracts, that's just my take on it. Because I stare at it when I can, sometimes all day long, and it's just hanging out in the channel and it doesn't do nothing. And then you're holding on to contracts that are expiring that day or the same week.
Right.
You're gonna get chopped up, and God forbid that news hits like Apple did, and you had calls, and then what? When you slightly go green, and then the news breaks, maybe it's just me.
I hate the Greeks, man.
No, that's good. That's good advice, Bruno.
Yeah, they don't. When it slows down, you when you're looking at it long enough, you start to see, damn, this thing is not moving. It's like, or very little. When you look at the volume for me now I see AMD 250,000 in volume gives you that nice spike in gamma, gives you a nice gas pedal. If there isn't 250 or more in volume coming in on that specific candle or that specific time, you're not going to get a big pop in acceleration. That's what I've just noticed. I mean, I've been noticing it, but I just never shared it with anybody. Anything under 200,000 in volume, very little pops, very little, which makes it a challenge to scalp as well, because you got to go in heavy for those little movements to get that nice return. If you have one contract and you get less than 200,000 or less than 150,000, so the sweet spot's around 200 to 250 in volume. If you see the volume spike up to over 200,000, you know there's going to be a nice little gas pedal acceleration on the Greeks. So just a little.
That's some cool screen time.
Yeah, when you watch what it does and how it behaves, and then you'll pick a stock and watch it and see what gives you a better return when you're looking at the acceleration of your option contract price.
Volume is the key to the game.
Sure is.
I'm telling you. It takes it. Like if it don't have it, then I don't. And to me, okay, long as the volume is coming in enough to take the next candle out, I mean, you fine. But whenever you throw the Greeks in there, I don't even want to talk about the Greeks. Let's just move on. I hate them. I hate the Greeks, bro. I do. I see what Nate means.
Listen, they know how to play the system. They're not stupid. They you think that it's just come in here and just make a whole bunch of money? They know how to game up that system. In terms of the option contracts.
Yeah. For the record, I have no prejudice against the people of Greece. So you know, unlike Rob, I am not prejudiced against the people that are Greece origin.
Yeah, those guys.
Ever since Nate said that,
I'm sorry, YouTube, that you have to hear that kind of prejudice talk here, but you know, I apologize on behalf of the community.
Oh my God, I forgot all about that. I didn't even think about that.
You're always going to leave money on the table. This morning I was channel trading. I'm hammering that channel trade. I'm starting to love this. It's just something else I'm adding to my repertoire, right? I'm learning. I'm not always successful, but I had to leave by 7 this morning. What was it? I pulled out about 5 till I said, "Oh, I got to go." I got out of that trade, and I no more so closed it. And I walked up the steps and I looked, and that thing went 25 cents up again. Volume poured in right at 7 o'clock ish, whatever. Went up 25 more cents a share. That would have been another $250 I'd have made if I'd have waited like 4 more minutes. I'd have had another $250 on one trade. But you know, you didn't get it. I closed it. I was done. Took my money,
God, look at you.
and I went home. Right? You know what I mean? But you're always going to leave money on the table, so don't worry about it. You get out of the trade when you're green and go, right?
Mark, you would have said to you, I don't want to hear it. That's FOMO. Don't worry about FOMO. You sound like a different guy. You guys hear him?
No, Mark is a different guy, man. Completely.
Yeah, he's like smelling blood in the water.
That channel trading changed.
And I love it.
I've been working on it. It's hard.
I'm here for it. We've been waiting for it.
I'd rather not channel trade. I'd rather have the stock go up so I don't have to keep spending more money to get the same results.
That's like driving an automatic. Drive that stick, man.
Right. I mean,
yeah, but the thing is, you can make the money in the channel trade that you can't make just sitting around waiting for one to pop up and go, right?
Right.
Yeah. So I've been fun.
Because you've been doing it too, right, Hamilton?
Yeah, I've been starting to do a lot more scalping and
yeah. And I'm enjoying it. I mean, Nate's got me kind of hooked on that. I'm just like,
so I got to struggle with it though. Go ahead, Mark.
Well, you'll get it.
I already told you about it. So.
I don't think I would channel trade without the L2. That's the other thing. I'm not going to sit there and. I mean, it still generally works, but with the L2, you can see the orders where the walls are at, right? And then you know if it moves up and breaks that wall, it's going up, right? So between them two, oh my God, it's been changed. I had a really good week. Even if you discount the big money I made on Apple, contracts, which that was, single biggest trade, obviously, of the week, but it was still only 30% of my total money I made for the week. The rest was made all this week doing that channel trend. It started on Monday. Remember, we had the stock go up and then come right back down to support. And I was like, man, look at this. And didn't realize it at first. Oh, wait, I'm channel trading. Oh, this is fun, So, but
I shouted you out at the beginning of the show. 7,500, right, for the week?
Yeah, over. Yeah.
Damn.
But it'd be nice. It'd be even better if I could short. Now I'm not going to. And most of these stocks we're doing 99% of them you can't short anyway. But I can see the benefit instead of waiting for it to come back down and hit support. You could play that. But I mean, it's not just like buying contracts, right? Calls and puts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
pretty much.
But I've done 2 contracts in the last 7-8 days, market days, and I was like, dude, I don't like this. I got so attached to just buying stocks now that now I got to deal with the Greeks, right? Say it again.
He's gonna say that again. Oh my God! I just stop laughing.
I'm not gonna do it.
But Bruno's right. If you get in a channel and it drops small, I mean, it doesn't move that much, but if it drops, you got to not only get back to where you were, but you got to go maybe another, Bruno probably knows, but maybe another 20 or 30% above where you were at just to get back even, right? So,
or it has to accelerate. If it doesn't accelerate, it can get back to that level and be green again, but it has to accelerate. If it's slowly like trickling down, you might have to go further than where you were to be green, especially on the same day expirations. At least that's what I see.
That's the downside of contracts, right? Well, stock, if it goes down, you know, when it comes back up to the same level, you've got the same amount of money again, right? So yeah. So I'm getting into this trading stock. Why didn't I do this to start with, Don? Why didn't I listen to Coach? The coach, maybe I don't know. Maybe Coach never talked about it a year and a half ago. I don't know. Maybe it's something new coming out of his mouth. But
you know, Coach likes options. Coach likes options, and he obviously trained us and pushes options. But he always said do both or start with stock.
Coaches
he
always
start with stocks.
Start trading stocks. Stick with stocks, right?
No, listen, Mark.
Yeah, but Mark, once Nate got his, you know, his turbo keys or hot keys as he calls them, you followed suit and you've been crushing it. I mean, it's been awesome.
Yeah, it was a game changer.
Can I answer one thing real quick? Eric's Moto says Hamilton froze. Yes, it's my phone. It's not the internet here in California, Bucket. But with my winnings from next week, I am going out to buy a new phone this week while I'm here. So I'll have a new iPhone and every time my video it's on right now, but it just I'll stop it and I'll start it again and it'll just take a snapshot of me. So why
does it do that? I wonder.
I don't know. It doesn't the video doesn't work. So I'm sitting in a hammock right now.
Wow.
Strange.
But so I'm gonna go grab a new phone.
What's that? Sitting in the hammock buying more Yomax.
Speaking of buckets,
I closed out a bunch.
Yeah, I should be thinking about closing some out.
It's so high. I was like, I'm gonna free up some of that cash so I can use it for other stuff.
Close out?
Nothing.
Bucket, did you? I missed the show last night. I didn't have to watch. I'm gonna watch it tonight. I guess.
No, he didn't.
Oh, okay. I won't say anymore.
He had internet issues just like Coach did.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not gonna say anymore.
What a shit show! Complete shit show. God, that sucked.
Your internet was going out?
No, okay. So we had a storm yesterday, and I called Xfinity. We'll just call it X. And I told him, I said, look, I'm an engineer. I can already megome out my lines. My lines are 100% continuous to my router. Just have the guy drop off a router tonight. Let me go to a store, pick up a router, and I'll sort this out. No. We got to check it. I'm like, oh, good God. Okay. I mean, the line, they go, well, we got to check your line. Lines are fine. I got my own megome meter. I know what I'm doing. Oh, no. So I get in this morning and I have limited bandwidth. So I'm using my phone as a hotspot. So I don't have you guys on. I don't have anything. I got Webull and I got TradingView, right? I don't want to overwhelm the hotspot because I was getting these little, hey, the candle's going up, like Bruno was saying. Next thing I know, it jumps up and then it jumps way down. I'm going, no, we didn't have a gap up thing, right? The data was just crap, right? So I'm in I do get on the chat, but I turn the audio off and I go, hey, Mark, I think I'm going to hit it. I think I'm going to hit NVIDIA at VWAP because I missed the first entry. And he's like, be careful. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm hitting it. And what happens? I get a phone call from Xfinity to say, hey, is your internet still out? Well, I don't know, dumbasses. Can't you check? Can't you send a signal from the office and go, oh, it's not working? I mean, come on.
It's called a ping. It's called a ping.
Yeah.
Ping. There you go. See, Bruno, flies planes, even knows, right? So they're like, could you please go upstairs and redo your router? I'm like, okay, fine. So I go up, unplug it, count to 30 seconds. I plug it back in. I come down. NVIDIA touched VWAP and is already $1 above VWAP. So now, and I'm not chasing it. I'm not chasing NVIDIA. I'm not going to chase it. I was like, okay, I'll buy 10 shares so I don't have FOMO. So buy 10 shares, whatever. And I'm like, okay, great. Everything's going fine, whatever. I'm not going to have a great day because I'm really not in anything. 20 minutes later, about 11 o'clock my time. We fixed your problem. Can you please check your internet? Okay. So I had to go up and reboot it because you didn't know if it was working, and now you're telling me it's working. Oh, okay. This is awesome. I go upstairs, and of course, guess what, y'all?
Not
working. I'm like, okay, forget it. Whatever. So I just ride out in NVIDIA for a couple hours. I, made money today, but not what I could have, right? Mm-hmm. So then Bozo shows up an hour early. When does he show up? Oh, I don't know. Power hour. Yeah, let's go.
Oh, God. Wow.
You might as well just came
so again, I text on the little thingy there. I said, hey, Mark, we're at whatever the number is. And I said, if this goes to VWAP, I'm buying in again. He's like, yeah, I think I like that idea too. Moron has to check the same cables that I had already checked. We have to go into he wants to go to each connection point. I'm like, dude, look, just run your sniffer at this end and run your sniffer at this end and check the resistance. I can tell you right now, it's under 0.0001 mega ohms or ohms, micro ohms. And he's like, no, I got to do my checks. So I'm up in the damn attic for 15 minutes with him. I'm running down and he goes, hey, your lines are great. Yeah, no shit. Excuse my language. He goes, and you know what he goes? I think you have a modem problem. Oh, really? He goes,
the same thing I've been telling you guys all freaking morning.
Yeah. I told you guys this last night at 8 o'clock. I don't know what's going on. And they're like, oh, well, let me go out to my car and get a modem. 5 minutes later, I'm at a gigabyte. All right. I'm just like, good God, this. and during that, does anybody want to guess where my stock went? To VWAP. Twice today. Twice today. I mean, yeah, that's how that went. So
wow.
Yeah, so that's when I finally got to come on chat with y'all, is when it came back on, because I just didn't want to screw up just in case there was another reversal back to VWAP. So yeah, that's how that went. What a waste of a day.
You can use third-party modems, can't you?
What?
You can use third-party modems, right? You can go out and buy your own, like, gaming router or whatever and all that, can't you, or not?
I don't know. That's a great question, because if you could, and you guys have done it, give me a recommendation.
Yeah,
and I have no problem.
I did that before.
Yeah, I got Starlink. Right? I have Starlink, and you can plug any one you want into it. The Starlink router they give you when you purchase it is what it is, right? It works great, but you can't do anything. You can't program it or tweak it or anything.
Right.
And so I went and bought an Asus router. You can get whatever kind you want. It's one of the higher rated. I bought like a gaming one. It's just got more garbage that I don't understand it. But it really increased. It's got like an antenna, so it really boosted the signal, especially outside around my house. I could go.
Dude, I had a buddy do that for me once. Yeah. He had a gaming router that he wasn't using, and he attached it to I forget whether it might have been Verizon, and it boosted my signal like crazy. And I'm like, wow.
It doesn't make the internet run faster. It just increases the range around your house, the Wi-Fi and all that, right? It's not going to make your internet's only going to be so fast. It's not going to do that. But
right,
you go buy the one you want if you want to spend $300 or $400 to get a really good one, But you do have that option.
So you could do that with the router, but if you're talking about the modem itself, you can get your own sometimes, but it has to be on the approved list from Xfinity if you're talking about the modem. So if you wanted to do a modem and a separate router, yes, you can get any router you want. But
yeah, I run a 40-port 10-base T switch, right? So I just run from their system to the switch and then connect. Because I have whole house, I set up and ran my own Wi-Fi in the house. So every room has, good connectivity. Yeah.
So if you wanted to go out and get your own router, make sure it's got to be a DOCSIS 2, or maybe 3 now. I don't even know. It's been so long since I messed with it, but it has to be on the approved list of Xfinity. But
I routed mine. I hardwired I got switches too. I got 2 switch boxes, but I got my whole house. I did it myself, made my own cables and everything, but bought a bulk, like 300,000 feet of Cat 6 cable. But it works good. It works good. But I hardwired like my TVs, all the computers.
Yes.
Thing is really
you do what I did, Mark.
Yeah. I mean, I still got Wi-Fi, but I'd rather have it hardwire makes me.
Yeah, I hardwire everything so that the only thing that uses Wi-Fi bandwidth is phones and iPads and some laptops when they're walking around the house.
Yeah,
that way,
that's the same with me, right? The phone.
That way you get the best speed too, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So. Anyway, so yeah, I don't even know why I got on that rant, but whatever.
You were explaining why you didn't talk to Coach this morning about retiring.
And you was pissed about it.
And I'm what?
I said, and you was pissed off about it. So
I'm really pissed off about it, Ralph.
Yeah.
I was looking so forward to today because it was the day after the FMOC or FOMC or whatever. I was really excited for today. It went down at 8 o'clock, and it was just a complete shit show. Oh, well.
And that's why Coach always preaches the importance of having backup systems, right? Your cell phone, you can use cellular service.
Oh, yeah, and the cell did fine, but just like everybody in here says, TradingView just takes up a lot of bandwidth, right?
Right.
Yeah, dude. That's it. Used to have my thing going. I switched to I just used the damn web browser. I gave up on the app. I just gave up on it.
Ralph. Nobody likes a quitter. Ralph, nobody likes a quitter.
Okay, can someone tell me in this group where we may have a new visitor coming up tonight? Has anybody ever heard of Tarot Destroyer?
Nope.
No. But they got that funny looking name, like the spam person that we had before.
I'm gonna just go ahead and take care of that. Or Bruno, what do you think, Bruno? Look at that. I think that's a spammer, if you ask me.
I'll give them the benefit of the doubt.
All right.
Let's see if they come up. Anyway, but if you notice one thing, I didn't say the name of the stock. I just said the stock.
Yeah.
What you talking about? What happened?
I didn't say the name of the stock because you don't want to hear about that stock. So I just said the stock.
Oh, NVIDIA. Oh, yeah.
No, I didn't say that. I said the stock. Stop talking about NVIDIA, Ralph. NVIDIA. I didn't say that.
Mark makes one smart ass remark about saying that word, and they ain't gonna let me forget it.
Yeah, I'm just, I'm fine.
I'm good. And I know you guys are hating on the Greeks. Ever since Bruno's class, I have been focused on Greeks like an idiot. I mean, I even mapped out, because how options are actually calculated and everything. They're done on a bell curve where, I won't go into the major details, but how you have your delta and you have your gamma, and your gamma accelerates from 0.35 to 0.5 and then actually slows down to 0.65 the way the bell works. So I'm actually changing the options I get into now based on the Greeks.
Yeah.
I really am. I mean,
well, you're looking forward too, right? Because you're doing a more longer term person.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm playing the lower deltas, which therefore most of the time, unless it's a highly volatile stock, the theta is decent. And then I can ride that up to the 0.5 because obviously 0.5, as Bruno taught, is right there at the money. But after the nice thing about that is the lower delta I get, the less when it turns on me, I eat. So because you're only going from 0.35, it's actually almost, if you look at a bell curve, it's the bottom of the curve. So you lose a little, but then you're at the bottom. And I'm finding some success with that. Where it doesn't work is if the damn thing craters. But then I guess nothing works.
So, explain this to me then. So if you got like a 40 delta and it goes against you, then you're going to lose more than if you had like a 20.
Yes.
All right.
I know that from going further out. That's one of the benefits from going further out. Sometimes I go way far out.
Your rate of change, and that's usually what Bruno talks about, the gamma. Your rate of change between roughly a 0.325 delta and a 0.5 delta is the highest rate of change that there is on an option. Up and down. So that's what concerns me a little bit, and maybe we shouldn't talk about this because I know Bruno can probably do a better job, is hitting a 0.5 delta and then it turning against you is going to drop faster than if you bought a 0.35 and it turns against you, because of that bell curve. Because you're at the top of the bell curve at the money,
50.
and it'll come off that bell quicker, right? But it's the same when it goes up. It accelerates up to 0.5. So that 0.35 to 0.5 is where I've been playing. This is not financial or trading or investment advice. It's just those are the areas I'm comfortable with, because ultimately, if it moves against me and I'm longer out, it really doesn't hurt me as much. And I can do let me give you a like for like comparison, Ralph. On the stock that we were investing in, marked it and at the money the other day. I did my 0.35 delta, and obviously the option prices are different, right? But so let's just go percentage. It moved $2 against us. I had only lost 3%. He'd lost 8%.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
Yeah.
That's a really big difference.
But I'm not telling anybody to do this. I'm saying, try it yourself.
Well, the other thing, you get people who are new to trading options and they can't afford, like, say, in the money, right? People with a small count. So they'll buy way out like a 0.1 delta or lower. And then, this stock went up $5,000 a share, but I only made $20. I don't understand, right? Because of that, right? It's because the rate of movement is so low, right?
Right.
You need to
buy 100 of them.
30 cents.
Yeah, you need the volatility.
You need, like, if you're going to do that, you need to buy like 10 or 20 of them in order to see some decent money. But that is a side effect of not also having that going against you as hard as well.
Right. Exactly. And for Dawn, like what Dawn said about 2 weeks ago. So that is why when I get into the stock that I play a lot of,
NVIDIA.
You can say the name, Bucket. Just say the name.
I will dollar cost average down. And the reason I'm doing that, and here's the interesting thing. So if I get in at a 0.35 delta and it moves against me, and the delta is now below 0.3 at 0.29 or something, I'll get 1 or 2 more at that, just so I've DCA'd. But then what I do, if it still goes down a little bit more, I move up to the next option that has a 0.35 delta. So now I'm running 2 different NVIDIA options. I'm running my dollar cost averaged one, but then I'm operating the one that has the delta that I'm comfortable with right now. So when it moves, the 0.35 is in the money, and the other ones are going to move and slowly get into the money. So I'm actually, and I was not interested in this at all until Bruno gave us the Greeks thing, and then I just started getting really into it. And now I'm a Greek geek.
So Bucket, I like that strategy, but what you think would happen if you got in, and then when it moved down, you added the other one like so. But then whenever the other one went into the money, and then you got these 2 that's barely moving up, what if you added to those as it's moving up?
Absolutely.
What will happen then?
I always DCA when it's moving up. Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Because the Greek is getting on your side.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. I was just checking. I was just making sure.
And what Bruno said before I got on is absolutely accurate. All you really need is 1 or 2 nice, for lack of a better term, because everybody uses it, gamma candles, where it really turns the gamma around and it moves those options. I mean, I saw a couple times where it went from like a 0.27 to a 0.31 in like 3 candles, yet it took 12 candles to go from 0.31 to 0.27. So it's really interesting. And thank you, Mr. Bruno.
Hey, girl, hey. What's going on?
What's up, Christina?
Future trader.
But the dollar cost average.
People.
Yeah. One more thing though, the dollar cost average. Everybody, I love dollar cost averaging, and I got this from Nate, right? And because I listen to Nate and talk to him a lot. When you add on to that position as it's moving up, that thing really get it. If you listen to Nate, when he got the hotkeys right, and he like, I buy, and then as it starts to go up, he just keep clicking. Man, when you do that, and the reason why I'm bringing this up is because a lot of people be like, you don't want to add on to a losing trade or whatever, and they be like, well, I want a dollar cost average, and you be like, well, if you add, if it's moving up, but I don't want to mess up my cost average man, after cost average. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you.
That's what I'm saying. Like when it's moving up, who cares about a cost average? You're gonna be in this trade, especially if it's a short trade. You know what I mean?
Just don't cost average in when it's hot, big candles. Wait
Yeah,
for
that's
those
true.
rebacks,
Yes,
or else you'll chop yourself up pretty bad.
And there's a question from Kyle. If you buy one at the money or 10 out of the money, won't it go against you the same way? Absolutely not.
Nope.
Absolutely not. I would recommend you go to Bruno's. Is that VIP only, or was that for everybody, Bruno?
No, that was for everybody.
So Bruno has a course,
videos on demand,
where videos on demand, where he taught the Greeks. And then if you wanna have a further discussion, come in Zoom. We can have it like at a lunchtime when everybody's bored anyway and they're eating their sandwiches. Yep. We can talk a little bit about them, because it's definitely not the most exciting stuff for 90% of the people. But no, they don't move in the same way, Kyle. Be very, very cautious of that.
That was a very good class. I learned a lot. I learned a lot from that video. Really did. I mean, I was there when he did it.
Here's something you guys may not know. Check a lot of your favorite stocks and go out 90 days. You will find that the delta at the money is not 0.5. In fact, out of the money could be up to 0.6 and 0.7 for some stocks.
Really?
Wow. It's really, it's really interesting. Because they're in their derivative calculations, although you're at the money here, we're anticipating at the money here. So therefore the 0.5 is either here or here, and it's not necessarily at the money. You know, during the week, maybe that's the case. But yeah, Bruno's course is really good on that, guys. And I'd say for basics, get in there and take that. That's well worth it.
Thank you, Hamilton, and thank you, Elizabeth. Appreciate you.
So who
Bruno, check I don't see a ticket in there, Bruno.
Huh?
I don't see a ticket in there.
No,
okay, Turk, whatever. I don't see a ticket either.
It was probably open like 5 times and closed 5 times.
No way.
Hey, how many more do we have, Bruno? I'm really tired of all the. How many more do we have?
Yeah, I'm tired too. I'm
telling you, if you could do me a favor, just check. I'm telling you, I don't think it's. I didn't have anything open.
Miranda, what did we need Turk for? I see Miranda in the chat.
I thought the migration was over.
Maybe
don't open a ticket unless you could sit there and deal with it right away.
It was probably something with your VIP, moving your VIP over. I think.
Don't walk away from a ticket or a trade.
I'm gonna get an apology soon. I hear it coming.
You definitely need to take a picture with your bathing suit and post it online.
That you don't want to see. Trust me.
Well, future trader and Christina, I'm done talking about the Greeks. Go hit it. Paranoid. Hey, Dawn. Christina is seriously paranoid now.
I know. I'm sorry. Did I get you off on that?
No, that doesn't make me paranoid. I just don't like it. I just think it's weird.
I start talking about the Matrix, and then they give an AI example of how it's listening to our meeting.
I had an Alexa, and one day it started talking to me when I hadn't said it. I hadn't said anything. I wasn't talking to it, and it just started saying stuff, and I was like, oh, I unplugged it that day. I haven't plugged it back in since. That was like 5 years ago. Won't use it again. I know it's listening all the time. But no, I mean, that was so cool.
I didn't know that was even a function.
I didn't know either. I never
Bruno,
saw that.
have you messed with that yet?
Yeah. I shouldn't have turned it on. That's why I shouldn't have put all those tools on it. Now everybody's clicking on buttons and doing all these things.
Well, you know, Ted is curious. He was gonna play with it.
You know, because a lot of times I'll miss something in the morning. I'll miss it, and I'm like, oh, I wish I was, and I. Like if I wasn't listening for some reason because my mind wanders off and I'm like, shit, why wasn't I listening? I'd like to be able to go back, and I've never been able to do that. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I did find out, Christina, it only searches since you've been on, because I couldn't search the same things Dawn or Paula or Waffle or even Ted would search. It
Yeah,
just
it has
stopped.
that privacy thing. It's probably a privacy thing. So somebody doesn't get on and say, "Who's talking about me all day while I'm not here?" Things like
So
that.
I'm lost. What are we talking about?
Oh wow,
So-
you missed it, Ralph.
I'll say it
yeah,
real
yeah.
quick because
AI.
in Zoom you have the ability to search through an AI companion to ask questions. Like today, I asked, "What does the chat think about Apple?" And it'll come up and it'll say, "Well, Ted previously said Apple's having a good afternoon, and that it bounced off whatever, blah blah blah."
It doesn't give its own
It'll
interpretation,
literally
though, does
play
it? It
back
just
or-
tells you what
or
was said. Right?
Transcript things that were
What I
said.
could do is I could set it
Oh.
also just who the host is. So when the host speaks, it's all about the setting. There's 3 settings. One is for host, one is all participants, and then one is all participants after they sign in.
Leave it on all participants. 90% of the
Well,
time I'm
that's
the host.
whoever gets there in the morning and does it. You gotta hit the button. So
Oh, you have to do it every day.
yeah, every time you fire up the Zoom call, it's a new link every day. So
So this is
Dawn.
so this is in a Zoom. Okay.
Yeah,
in the Zoom
Yeah.
chat, you can hit
Dawn, you're the
catch me
first one
up.
on in the morning, right?
yeah. So I hit catch me up, and it only caught up, and I came
Either
on
me
and
or Mark.
started talking.
Like right now, I just unmuted myself because I have a Zoom up for travel tickets or ticket support. I unmuted myself and it said, in a meeting so far, Portuguese Flying Stew discussed the settings for a Zoom call. There are 3 settings: one for the host, one for all participants, one for all participants that after they sign in. The host can set these settings. The system generates a new link for Zoom call every day.
So forget about saying something and then regretting you said it and saying, never mind, if somebody didn't hear it, they can go back and find it.
They can just hit the button and go back, but just turn it on to host, because that way whoever's in charge of the meeting, if they're saying something important, they can catch up with what the host was saying. If you put all participants, it's just going to give you everything
Randomness.
that anybody's opened the mic and said. It's gonna summarize everything.
Well, so
That
then we
can
won't
get
be able to
really
go
bad.
back if we want to. Like if we missed something, we won't be able to go and.
Yeah, that's why I
we won't
said
be able
hit
to
it
use
on host, and then you can see all the things that Coach mentioned throughout the day.
Oh,
So in
just
other
we
words-
have those settings too.
I gotta watch what I'm talking about whenever I'm in the Zoom
Yep.
at night.
That's exactly. Right.
Exactly.
Guess what? I don't really care.
I don't either.
I'm just saying.
Never
what I'm
have
gonna say
before.
anyway.
Why start now?
Right? Get it together now, Ralph.
Yeah.
What we need to check on, Ralph, is ask AI, is anybody having private conversations in the chat? And if so, what are they saying? And
I
see what
have
AI tells
the ability to see what's going on.
In private chats. Wow. I wish I could do that.
I basically just
Everybody's
I gotta
getting
stop
like
talking about
everybody's getting a
Bruno,
little
Dawn.
nervous. Like, uh-oh.
In private Zoom
Wow.
chats.
Everything
You can
that
see
goes
those?
on, everything that goes on in the meeting gets transcribed and stored.
Well, I'm good.
That
'cause
doesn't
I
mean,
only
but that
ever
doesn't mean
private.
that doesn't mean he's doing that. Every
Well, they're not really.
administrator
I mean,
of
you're on the Zoom,
any
it's not, how
app,
private is it?
just-
Anyway?
I'm not
Just
going
like when
back
you
and
go to
looking.
work. Yeah, if you go to work and you're typing an email, if you're doing an
They can see the same thing.
interweb chat,
Yep.
it's
Now,
whoever
if
owns the
somebody's
company.
threatening somebody, then I can pull it up and be like, but I don't have time. I really don't have time to go
Yeah.
through the chat.
And who cares? And really, who cares
Yeah.
what somebody
Yeah.
said, right? So
Just don't be disrespectful. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
See, I don't have that problem because whatever I say behind your back, I say it to your face.
Yeah, we know, Ralph.
Yeah.
We know.
So I don't have to worry
Ralph's
about
like,
it.
I don't
See,
care
that's
about your. Everybody else cares about your feelings. I don't.
I, don't care. I heard that the other day. He goes,
But
Remember
it's
that?
That's how you just clear the air with the subjectiveness. You ain't got to worry about people saying, "Oh, a rap said this." Come, I'll tell you exactly what I said.
Mhm.
I'll be back.
no.
I got eyeballs staring at me.
I'm not a disrespectful person.
Eyeballs.
Mark, can we see those eyeballs?
Right? Hey, listen, everybody down in the chat and anybody who is listening, do not forget to smash the like button. Please share the content and subscribe if you're not subscribed, because we're trying to get Coach to 10,000 subscribers, guys. We can
I
get
thought we
this
did that.
done. I mean, 15,000. My
Oh.
bad.
Okay.
15,000. We're trying to get them to 15,000. And right now we are at 10,467 and we only have 4533 to go. Also, don't forget that there is, damn it, no, there is only one lifetime VIP left. Okay, so get it while you can. Remember, VIP is $2,500, right, Bruno?
VIP, yep, 25 for right now. Yep.
Yep. And we've got the Easter extravaganza going on right now. If you use promo code Easter500, you can get $500 off on any VIP membership, VIP Complete, VIP Gold, and VIP. So, guys, don't forget to do that. Take advantage of it while you have the opportunity.
And if you haven't moved your account over yet to the new system, please get with me. I just want to put this to bed. Tired of looking at tickets. I know you
want to be done with that, boy.
2,900 going on 3,000 tickets. I think I'm
spent.
I'm exhausted. So
I'm pretty sure mine's done. I just don't
get it done, y'all. Please help him out and get that done.
As long as you know how to use the computer, it doesn't really take that long. I don't know what the fear is, but if you lose your lifetime, you'll lose it temporarily. You're not going to lose it permanently. So nobody freak out. But if then one day when you come rolling through the door, if you don't see the channels, it's because it fell out of the old system and I just got to move you into the new system. So nobody freak out. So I'm not going to take your lifetime away from you. You just won't have access at that specific moment until we get you moved over. Then you'll be back to normal. Thank you.
Bruno, I love that course thing you got going.
I do too.
Yeah, the training
setting it up
thing.
on the
the training thing
on the website.
On
American Dream Trading.
How soon will that be?
That's VIP right now only. VIP workshops and VIP Gold weekend classes. The other one has not been released yet. I have to have Coach go.
Did you release one of them already?
They're VIP only. VIP, VIP Gold. VIP Gold. That's for workshop classes, VIP pre-market training, and the VIP Gold weekend meetings with David. Those are the only three that you'll be able to see right now.
Awesome.
And then everything else I have to get with Coach, and we have to just say yes, no, modify, update. Okay, cool. And then go from there. And then we can build from it. We can keep building lessons. It is a lengthy process though. So I got to make sure you guys got the best training out there.
Yeah,
that's right. Speaking of training and speaking of lessons, let's take a quick commercial break and go over Coach's rules.
Yeah. Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Never lose more than 1 to 3% ever of your total account value in any given day. Always make sure you have stop losses on each and every single trade, whether it's shares or options. Make sure you guys are practicing base hits. Don't be trying to go for those home runs. Everybody be cool with that. Every once in a while you get the home runs, but that comes back to our other rule. Let the runners run and stop out the losers, all right? So if we're getting hammered on something and it's going against you, just get out of there. If you're new to trading, do not trade in the first 30 minutes of the day or the last hour, ever. And if you are new to trading, do not use real money. You should be using simulated trainers, and you can use them on all sorts of different accounts. TD has them. TradingView, you can do rewinds. There's all sorts of stuff. Don't come in with real money blowing up your account. That is not how you want to learn. I want to make you a stock market trader and not just another call-out chaser.
Dude, Coach has so much content that I can play with, and I'm like, wow, this is just. I'm just
over
gonna keep going through.
Over 1 terabyte of videos. I'm terabyte.
Like, he's got so much footage that I can play with. I'm like, I'm just getting started with this thing.
So when is Bruno gonna integrate an AI bot with the NIM micro paraflop compressor from AMD?
Oh,
that was a lot of words.
Speak English.
I don't even know if they make sense, Christina. I just had to watch that damn thing with Ted the other day.
I don't know. It's so geekish. I just don't. I can't. I don't know.
No, there's going to be a day Bruno's going to come in and go, all you got to do is go into American Dream Trading and say, I want to learn about the EWO. And it brings up 5 different videos and plays them and then tells you, you know that's coming.
No, what's coming is all you got to do is sit down and think about it, what you want to learn, and it's going to just pop up.
It's just going to pop up, right?
Yeah, just going to think it.
I see that. It kind of is happening now, I think.
It is with that chip. It's going to happen. I mean,
that chip, yeah.
I remember being a kid and the phone ringing, the phone on the wall, and thinking to myself, because I was like all messed up in my pajamas and thinking, you know what, one day I'm going to pick up the phone and they're going to be able to see me. And because I was like always worried about, being a mess and, someone calling in the morning. And I thought about that. And that wasn't even a concept. Cell phones weren't even a concept then. I was thinking how one day you're going to be able to pick up the phone and they'll see me. Like the Jetsons, I think that's probably where I got it from, the Jetsons. And
Turk and I were talking about the Jetsons.
Yeah, I'll look at it.
Well, that's the new name of the NVIDIA super thingy bobber.
Yeah,
the Jetson.
Whatever.
Super bobber.
Anyway. Future Trader.
Yo.
What's up?
Not much. Figure I'd come here and hang out.
What you been doing?
Good as any place else, right?
Yeah, I did pretty good today, shockingly.
Nice. That EWO?
I waited a half an hour because I got my face ripped off 2 days ago. And then I was like, I'm just going to go back to using the, trading view with the, the coaches indicators. I waited half an hour and I got into 3 different ones and I just hammered away.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah, I didn't post it, but I took a picture of it. Can you see me right now?
We can see a picture of you.
Yeah, I don't know if you're moving.
You're not moving.
Yeah, I'm trying to. What I did was I moved around so I could take a picture of what I made, but I got to wait for the
Hamilton disease.
Yeah, but I like how you went to your edge and made up for 2 red days. I like that.
Yeah, I have to wait. There you go. There you go. Moving around now.
Yeah,
you are.
I was in 3 different ones. I don't know if you could see this or not.
Hold on 1 second.
We can see your thumb.
Your background's interfering with it.
There you go. Yeah. Kind of, but it's blurry.
I took a picture because I don't know how you guys do it.
I don't.
Can you see it?
How do you do what?
Just tell us what it is.
Put the picture on. Well, no, never mind. Yeah.
It's your background is interfering with it. That blurriness.
I did.
You can put it on the Discord, and Don can click on it.
And I can save it to my phone and then pull it up here.
Future Trader, what you need to do is send me your social security number, and all your
pet's name.
Yes, favorite pet's name. If you can do that, I'll take care of it for you.
I did 3801, 85.
If you want to put it on Discord, I can pull it up.
Put it on Discord?
Yeah, put it in what, Mark? Funhouse?
Profits and loss.
Put it in profits and loss.
Put it in profits and loss, and I'll go ahead and save it.
All right, let me.
You can show the profits and losses, Don.
I'm not good with pictures.
Put that on the screen and scroll with it.
Yeah. All right, let me. Let me try.
Oh yeah. We have.
You want to do that? You want to read them?
Huh?
You want to read them, Mark?
No, let me open it. I'll tell you what time I got in. We did this last time, Don.
What's that?
I'll tell you what time I entered them. 9:57, 9:56, and 9:55. I did.
Well, yeah, just go ahead and post it in there, and I'll pull it up.
Yeah, it was Apple and NVIDIA.
What?
And I hung in there probably most of the day with it. That's why I didn't even post anything.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
But at the end, between the 3, I just put a low stop loss in there. A stop to break even, let the thing ride. One was 3,800. The other one is 8,805, 8,850, and 11,500. Total of 24,150.
Damn.
All right.
Let's go.
Nice.
Yeah, that's
Sound
what.
like a seasoned trader, not a future trader.
And NVIDIA was the
change your
highest.
name.
How many
NVIDIA,
options did you get in NVIDIA for that?
In the hold on, I had to reopen this up.
You remember where Future
All right,
Trader was
NVIDIA,
at 6
I
months
hammered.
ago? Jeez.
NVIDIA, and this is how it went. When I let it go till right around 10 o'clock, and then I heard Ted saying that there's heavy volume coming in. And then, Nate, he says he loves volume. So I was like, all right. So I went to the indicators and everything was pointing up to buy. So, I hammered. NVIDIA, I put 200 contracts on NVIDIA.
Oh!
Holy shit.
Wow.
I did. Hold on.
What expiration?
Today.
Oh my God.
Damn.
No wonder.
Okay,
I'll
so
tell you that.
I mean, 200 a week out is $750,000.
Yeah, I did it just today.
Holy
Hold on.
shit.
Then I did Tesla. That was another 100.
Damn,
And
you balling
Apple,
future
I
trader?
did 50.
All at the
Weren't
same
you paper
time.
trading
God.
6 months ago? You were paper trading 6 months ago.
Yeah.
I know.
Where did all this bread
This is what you
come
get when you listen.
How do you do an order?
See, I did the same thing. I went in, but I only got like 2 contracts.
I left it alone. I went in there. I said all the indicators were working good, so I was like, you know what? I'm just letting it go. And I put the break even. I put up a little bit above break even, and I walked away. And I went and did my shit to the day. Came back around.
Wait a minute. You
Damn,
put
he
those
walked
contracts
away?
out there. You put aside and you walked away.
Yeah, I just put a little bit above break
Oh
even.
my God! Don't ever do that. You can't trust the
I need
stops
it.
on something like that, brother.
I'm
Don't
gonna
ever
throw
do
up
that
I need a
again.
thinking about
cigarette.
that. I'm gonna throw up thinking about that.
Shit.
Oh my
I'm
God,
gonna
that's so
start
scary.
drinking.
And
Yeah.
also,
Ever.
That's
Hey,
crazy.
hold on.
That's
right
crazy.
I didn't even look at the P&L. That was
You're
off.
crazy.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
lost his
Hey,
mind.
hold on.
He's nuts.
Time out.
Oh my
If I could
God!
show
Future
you
trader
my
been taking
account.
advice from
You are out of your
everybody and
fucking
put it
mind. I tell you
together.
that right now. Out of your mind. That's crazy. Oh my God.
Well, I have my stops in.
You can't trust
Yeah,
them,
but they
buddy.
can
You
break,
had,
man.
you
They
had
can
200
break.
and how many of them? 300 stops or whatever? 200?
Well,
One knife
200
drop will blow
NVIDIA
right by your
contracts.
stop.
I would have never trusted that. Yeah, one big knife drop would have blown right by.
God.
And anytime
never-
Christina says she wouldn't trust it, you know damn
You
well.
know
I
you're
know. I
crazy.
never had a
as
problem
you
with
would.
Think or Swim. I never had a problem with Think or Swim.
Yeah, he's sink or swim, guys. He's not.
Oh, that's
I'm
different.
not
I was gonna
Weeble.
try that.
Think or
I still
Swim,
would
I
do it.
never ever had a
Either
problem.
way.
Is that hard to learn? To that
It can be, yeah, because I'm using Active Trader. That takes a little bit to learn.
Active Trader Pro? They have the same. Is that the same thing as for Fidelity? Like they have that same Active Trader Pro? I think. for a
I
few
don't
different
know, but it took
platforms.
me 6 months to learn how Think or Swim worked.
Oh,
Future
damn.
trader killing it.
But
We got
you know,
profits and loss up there.
I did the old thing that Coach teaches. Get your hands off the mouse.
Yeah, but he
You
didn't
didn't
say
want
What the
walk
hell
away
did you
from
hold
the
his
mouse.
in
Get your
so
whole self
long?
away from the computer. You didn't even.
I wish I could show you my account so you could see it, but you can't
No,
do
no,
that.
no,
Dan,
no,
keep
no.
Dan, keep your hand off the mouse. I'd keep my whole body on the computer.
No shit, right?
For real.
I'd be laying on that thing. No way.
my
I can't
God.
even believe you did that. That's crazy.
When
You
I
need to give
when
me a
I
trading
do
call or
become a
something.
millionaire, I will have Coach
It's
verify my
apparent that
account.
he a millionaire already.
Nah,
Trading like that.
Please.
If you
But
got
I
that
want
kind
him
of money to be making those kind of trades, you got something going on.
How
Well,
much did you put
real.
out there to make all that? How much was your initial investment?
I don't
If you
care
don't mind me
about that. The 24K is a car, new one.
that was the most I've ever did. I've never did anything higher than that.
And then you walk away.
Well, I
Don't do
put
that
the
again.
I put the stops in.
Oh
Don't
my
do
God.
that. Don't do
Oh.
Mark, am I pulling this up for any reason? Or are you going to read these or no? And I'll take it down.
Well, make it full screen
Okay.
so
I'm
people can
just
see it.
I'm just in shock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's impressive, future trader.
that. Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
something. It scares the hell out of me.
Anytime you
I didn't
scare
have no
Christina,
problem with.
Huh? It makes me want to do it, but I won't.
you better not.
Yeah, but I just
never
thought
would.
because you put
I
the
wouldn't.
stops in there, I'll be fine.
I'd be still
No.
I'd be throwing up the whole time I walked away. I can't walk away now with one contract on there. I don't walk away.
What's the first
Well,
one?
you
Darn
guys have
crooked.
problems with your stops?
With a stop, without a stop, no matter what, I don't walk away. I just can't. Can't walk away. I mean, I might go to sleep at night. That's different.
All right. So we have in our Discord, for people that don't know, members can post their profits and losses. Hence the reason it's called the profit and loss channel.
How am I going to do this?
So you got to scroll up, Don, up to.
This is
6 o'clock
the first
morning.
one. Oh, you want to go to 6 o'clock? Okay.
Yeah, people started posting. Actually, at 1 o'clock.
I saw that. I figured I'd start from the day, but okay.
No, you're good. No. Go up. Go back down. Whatever. However you want to say it.
Is this one?
Keep going. Down. Scroll up. There you go. Keep going.
Down, scroll up, down.
Keep on right there. See, March 22nd. See that?
Okay.
There you go. So you had J Storm 21 made 113 on Caval yesterday. I came in this morning pre-market and did $1,670 on NVFY channel trading. I made 8 trades, so you can see they were, I had a couple $500 trades, but most of them were 50, 100, 75, 125. They weren't big profits every one, but they all add up anyway. So I did pretty good. Darn Cricket, done for the day. His job's getting in the way. Well, eventually you won't have to worry about that. 8.41% on his account. That is just awesome. Wow. And Jim 07, 1900, almost 1944 NVIDIA. Awesome.
Wow. Nice.
Deb, 2,500 on Sound. 250, on Sound. Bear Club. He was traveling and trying to trade at the same time. He had a small red day, 88. See, that's what happens. It's hard to do multitask, right? Because they can get away from us in a hurry. But that's okay. He limited his losses, right? It's important. Todd's Money. Todd's Money. He's been killing it. He was in NVIDIA also. Multiple trades. 900, 800, 115. Hamilton, who's always killing it, and he's on vacation. He's still making money.
Go Hamilton.
Does your wife know you were making money, Hamilton? Nvidia, AMD, Crowd. Finished up $3,700. Outstanding there, Hamilton. Harold.
How'd you get your avatar to move, Hamilton? You see his avatar?
Yeah, that's big boy money. That's big boy money.
Yeah, that's in the what's it called? I have it. The Discord Nitro, yeah.
All right.
And you can help support the channel if you're a Nitro member. You can boost the channel so that we can maintain everything. Harold had $203. Paula, she had a red day, unfortunately, on options on Apple. She had $300, but then she switched around paper trading, got her act and practiced on her trading and ended up $210 to the plus in paper. So
yeah, Paula.
That's the good thing to do. If you're losing a bunch, get in there and try and get your confidence back. Paper trade. JP did well at first. He was green on Apple, but it made him did something, and he went a little bit too big on a bet and ended up a little bit in the red. S Mart had a down day, lost 236. See, people, we don't always just post wins, right? we also post. It's not always a winning day. You'll have those days. Darn Cricket, he lied. Oh, darn Cricket, now it's recorded. You lied. Found a little bit more time to trade. He added another 1.5% to his total accounts. Doing channel plays. Total up 9.94% on his account. Holy cow, that's great. Blueprint trades, 516 today. Still got a lot to learn. He's still growing. Mustang Chris, Apple 670, 2,800 for the week. Outstanding Mustang.
Way to go, Chris.
His confidence is up, obviously, right?
That's Mustang Chris.
In the buttons,
Mustang Chris.
Guy was over. He was over. Remember, he was over not too long ago. He was over analyzing and not clicking the button, right? And just getting.
He was just watching.
Yeah. He's in it. Look how much he's changed. We've all been changing, right? Sometimes it takes some of us longer, took me 10 months to finally listen to what Coach was saying every day, right? Todd's money. Shares got called away from one of his wheel strategies. He may come out $3,700. Ange Moore, $31. And the week ended the week green. Nothing like finishing your week up green. Gives you a whole different attitude through the weekend. Our very own future trader, green on Tesla, Apple, Nvidia, using Coach's indicators and the rules. 3,800, 500,
coaches,
1,100.
Using Couch's indicators.
Oh yeah, Couch.
What? There's Bucket with the with the spell check.
What you can see is are those each?
Hey, you got to admit that's pretty poignant. Said he decided to invest $100,000 in options today and walk away. So I guess he is a couch trader.
Oh
yeah, I'm just in shock. I don't know. You know what?
Leave it to Bucket to catch it. He catches me all the time.
Anyway, good job, everybody that posted their profits and losses. That's how we learn, right? We learn from our wins. We also learn from the things that didn't go against, that went against us. So it's always nice to end the week on a green. So you're not. I know if I end red on a Friday, I'm always in a. Even though I try not to be, it makes you grouchy all weekend. Like, dang it! Now I gotta wait till Monday to get back in there. Right?
Trash. I said that today, Mark, at the end of Zoom. I think Dawn said it in like episode 12 or something. It's like you always got to be green on a Friday, and today I was green, and I was like, "Come on!" And I kept talking, not to communicate to everybody, but talking so that I didn't look at Weeble and do something stupid at the end of the day. I was just like, "Okay, I got 2 minutes. What else?"
Let me just get one more. Real quick.
Oh, no, don't do it. Don't you do it, Christina.
$5 green is better than $10 lost, believe me.
Yeah, right.
That's
it.
it.
Hey, you know
chemistry totally different.
And I got lucky today because I was at, I think it was 497.77, and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not doing this. I'm not finishing at 497.77. And I was messaging Joe Friday, and I said, Joe, I've got to get to over 500 just for everything that's happened today. And he goes, okay, thanks. Could you text me back when you're down $1,000? And I'm like, okay. All right. It cost me $1,000 to try and make $3, and he was absolutely right.
Right. So, take the green and go. All right.
Yeah.
Listen, Joe Friday, man. Back in the day, Joe Friday really took some heavy hits and almost walked away from trading. So the fact that he's still in it and still kicking it, and Mark's kind of taking him under his wing, Coach did. Everybody supported him. He didn't quit. He stayed in it, and now he is doing so much better. Shout out to Joe Friday. We're proud of him.
Shout out to Joe Friday. Hey, that's what it takes right there, Dawn. I'm glad you brought that up because this morning we had a really good conversation going, and we was talking to Danny, remember?
Yes,
everybody was talking to him. Yeah. And so I wanted to say, but you know, we got kind of carried away and it slipped my mind. And it was, but Danny, I noticed one thing in the answer that he was looking for was he said he had what he said he had like 3 red trading days in a row, and then he had one good one. Okay, so this is the thing about trading. I mean, the possibilities, you can go 7 or 8 straight trading days in a row red. Like without it, I'm talking seriously. Like there's a thing where you flip a coin 20 times and you could just count the heads and tails, and the probabilities of you just having that many winning trading days or that many losing. I'm talking about you can do everything right. I'm talking about everything. You can follow all the rules and it'll still mess up what is just how trading is. So you just got to keep trading and manage the trades, right? We never know what's going to happen. No strategy is perfect. Right, so we know we're gonna lose trades, and it's gonna be some red days, and that's why coaches' rules are so important, right? For you to hang in.
Nate and I were talking about Danny earlier. I'm worried about Danny, y'all, because Danny is getting more and more disgruntled. I don't want to see him walk away from it because just a month ago, he was breaking down the rules like he'd been trading for years.
Remember that day when he won some money and he was screaming?
Yeah.
Then after that, I think with that win, he became a little complacent. Maybe.
And thought he had it figured out.
Losing then, and now he's down on it. I mean, I wasn't in there this morning, so I don't know what happened.
Is he the one that's in the pre-market early in the morning?
Yeah.
That's why
I don't really like him, but he's a good trader. He's real smart. So
yeah, always have a problem.
Stop. Lately he ain't been coming. Lately he ain't been coming in, and I'm like, what the hell is going on with Danny?
That's what it's like. Remember Matthews dipped out, and then now we don't hear from him. I think he's falling off.
Well, that's why coach's rule is if you have 2 or more red days in a row, you need to step away for a few weeks, paper trade, fix it out. Because when you have 2 days, it's bad enough having 1 losing day, but if you come back the next day and have another red day, that affects you psychologically. I don't care. And if you keep getting beat, it makes you it really affects your attitude, and that doesn't help your trading. So that's why following coach's rule. That's why following coach's rule. If you have 2 or more trading days, you need to step away. We just had a member do it, and he just came back trading this morning, right? He was gone. He put himself in that timeout. He lost money by breaking the rules, and he was very upfront posting it. He said it verbally in the Zoom. I'm not going to say his name here, but we all know who I'm talking about. And he came back in this morning. His first initial starts with a J there, Christina. Anyway, so he came back off of his self-imposed retraining, JP. He came back from his self-exposed. His initials are JP. I'll let you figure out who that is. Yeah. Anyway,
shout out to him.
He went back, did follow coach's rule because he wasn't following, right? And he took the timeout, went back and retrained, paper traded. And
you were helping him, weren't you, Mark?
No, he did it himself. He had others helping him. He had a one-on-one. I think he had a one-on-one with Dave too.
The one-on-one.
So he came back this morning, and he was pretty excited. So he was back to be making money trades again today.
But now, didn't his profit and loss say that he went in a little too big on something today?
On one, he was green, and he went in a little bit too big.
Where's Ariel?
Show him. Oh shit! Yeah, I can't definitely.
Good question, because he has not been here in like a couple of months.
Who?
Ariel, remember Papachulo?
Somebody said his.
I just asked about him the other day.
Well, I know he's big into investment in real estate, right?
Yeah, but he was still popping in, coming in, saying, "Hey." So I asked about
he hasn't even been in the pre-market.
Not at
Mark,
all.
what did you say?
I'm wondering if he's okay.
Somebody said he has something going on. He had to focus on his 9 to 5 job he had, but people come and people go, right?
Yeah.
They disappear tomorrow, and never come back, right?
They do. That's true.
You move on, right?
I guess so.
I'm not saying that's his case, but there's 10,000 people. There's 10,000 member people. I mean, Bruno could disappear tomorrow, right?
No,
I hope not.
No, no matter what, Papachulo came in with a good attitude. He was always happy and making jokes. I missed that today, and I was asking.
Well, he's a VIP lifetime, so he'll be back.
He'll be back.
Probably taking a break.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's fine to take breaks. Just don't quit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I had to take a break. I wouldn't have been on today, but I saw Dawn didn't have anybody because I really have a lot going on. But I'm actually on a break from trading right now, but I'm just addicted to it, so I can't stop. But
Gilly's saying knock knock. He wants in. Gilly wants in, Dawn.
How come this thing isn't alerting me when somebody's in there?
Maybe you just can't.
And the link wasn't there for me.
I can hear. We said I can't hear and can't see.
I didn't say that. I didn't say nothing about you seeing.
Gilly who?
Gilly.
Maybe you just can't hear.
What's up, Gilly?
I heard you. I heard that.
Yeah, that's
There's
all I
another
said.
Gilly. We gotta boot him.
What happened?
Hey, Gilly, don't forget. I mean, there's now 3 Todds in the group. This has got to stop.
Yeah, it was Mark's. Now it's Todd's.
There's only one bucket, though.
Yeah.
Hey, isn't there a Mark
Todd? Never mind, can't come in.
Huh?
Isn't there a Mark Todd that's like an executive producer of TV shows or something?
Yeah, that's my other name. But we don't have to discuss that. So we got Todd's money, and then Todd just signed up, and then sometimes people use my name, so that's like 3. So I'm gonna stick with Bucket. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm with you,
Somebody
Gilly.
comes in with Bucket, you can just say fuck it, Bucket, and that's your name now.
There it is. There it is. Exactly. So what are you doing, Gilly?
Block your ears, Mark. Your virgin ears.
Christina, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. How's your leg? Good.
Yeah, I got one of them DVTs, so
Yeah.
so great. Yeah.
My best friend has that shit too.
Yeah.
You've been walking over. Do you set your phone alarms like I told you to do? Get up. And
Yeah,
walk?
and I didn't know what the alarm was going off for when I was busy doing it in the trade, and I kept shutting it off. And then I realized, oh shit, I'm supposed to get up and walk around.
They say you better
That's why I
tie
said
that
you gotta
thing around
remind me.
your
You guys gotta
neck.
say, hey, get up and walk, because I'll forget. I forget. But yeah, and I have to do those shots every day, and so I did my second one last night. And just blood thinners don't agree with me. I nicked my hand yesterday, and I bled out like a stuck pig everywhere. Like, what the hell?
Damn.
Thinners.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, and I just don't feel good. They make me feel crappy.
Yeah, it's your body trying to adjust to them blood thinners. That's why people have to try different ones sometimes.
Just
They don't always agree with you.
Marlboros and whiskey. That's all you need.
Yeah, no whiskey. I quit drinking, but I smoke. I don't even smoke very much. I haven't even had a full. I've had like a couple drags of a cigarette today. That was it.
Yeah, me neither.
All day
I ain't
yesterday
neither.
That
You haven't been smoking either, Ralph? That's good.
I smoked for 18 years. I've quit for 6 now. I love smoke. I will die a smoker. I absolutely love it. I just don't do it anymore. I can't do that anymore.
Yeah, I hate the smell of it and all that. When you smell your clothes and everything. But I had quit for 8 years and I couldn't stand it. Anybody smoking around me. And then I had a bad time in my life and I picked it back up and I've smoked ever since. But I can go on and off. I can go all day without smoking. I can. When I drank, I like to smoke. That makes you feel worse the next day. So
it's the devil in all of us.
Yeah.
I had to have one at the Future Trader.
Gilly, did you hear what Future
I had
Trader
to have one.
Gilly, did you hear
Trader
what he did?
killed it.
Were you listening? Oh my God.
No, I wasn't.
Future, tell him about it, baby.
Yeah, tell him what you did.
I bought some contracts on 3 different stocks, and
just some. 100 contracts of Nvidia, and he walks away.
And then I walked away and came back later.
Put my stop in.
What's that? 200 grand, or it's Friday, it'd be a little cheaper.
I don't know.
It was a lot cheaper.
So you had 100 in it.
Yeah, but he was trusted a stop to protect him.
He walked away.
I'll go away for a few hours.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I'm at work, so you know what I mean. I kind of had no choice.
And he was.
I know that, Future.
So all I know is you probably need some bigger jeans to tuck them balls in.
That's what I said.
Nice job, man. I didn't trade much today, but I looked back at it, and Nvidia was a monster, man.
You're making me worried now when you're talking about this.
Hey, listen, it works.
You should be doing that.
Yeah. Well, you're out now, so you're okay.
Yeah, but I usually get on you, but it's apparent that.
Don't do that again.
Does anybody in here? Anybody in here use Active Trader on Thinkorswim?
No.
We have a lot of members that do, but
look, Future. Before we all jump on you, if you have the confidence and you're doing it, do it, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what he wants in a while.
Yeah.
Just don't teabag everything because you're bored and want to get into a trade. You pick the right one, but next time you throw 100,000 at something, it better be looking good.
He must have been really.
I don't normally do that.
Right.
I just thing lined up right, and I seen it. I just had the confidence to do it.
Nice job.
Next time you have the confidence to do it, Future Trader, I expect a DM or whatever it's called in Zoom.
Yeah. And
don't
don't sit up
felt
here
that
like
much
30
confidence
minutes
about
before you
anything.
tell us next time.
So what'd you get? 200% out of those?
Well, I had to look.
You made over $24,000 today.
Yeah, a little over 24.
Oh, so
on all 3 now, not just
all
one.
right. Okay, I was thinking I got Monday options in my brain or something.
I could have made.
That's the only reason we're busting his chops, because he bought ones that expire today instead of
Yeah, they were
90 days
expiring
outward.
today.
Yeah.
That's
And the fact that Nvidia is not the most predictable and less volatile stock to be doing that to.
If Fridays,
Great. No, I'm never going to do this again.
Fridays are like the options will just rug pull out for Monday. Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
Yep, and they expire.
Well, you
today.
can do that if you buy
Yeah,
out.
that's-
That way, if it does
Yeah.
go back, you got time, right? You buy
Yeah,
time.
it's just they're thin, but options Friday. Yeah.
I just want to know if you wasn't nervous at all, then that
No.
I don't know what kind of
if you weren't.
to
Wow.
be able to be
Not
that
even
calm.
know. I just
But
went
you
in
know,
on-
they say Jimmy does that. Jimmy will set a stop and walk away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you got confidence that maybe TOS works all the time. I don't know.
I've never had a slip on TOS.
Really?
Okay, you better knock on every piece of wood you have around you right now.
For real.
I mean, you wanna tempt fate like that, bro. You're not gonna be future trader. You're gonna be future mind reader. I mean,
Probably popping a wood that whole time.
Yeah.
Nice job, man. That's great.
Mustang Chris says in the chat he uses that their future trader TOS.
Oh, okay.
I just realized.
Well, why the hell it took?
I realized
Mustang
future
Chris so
trader.
long?
One of my old 401ks that got rolled because we sold that company is actually in Charles Schwab. So I think I might go in and play with that one a little bit as well and just try out, because you don't pay for that, right? But is it true that when you buy options and sell shares, it's more expensive on TOS?
Yeah.
Isn't it like 65 cents a contract?
Well, I'm at 50, but you have that other guy. I think his name's Mark too, and he uses Thinkorswim, but I think he just switched over to a Lightspeed.
Oh, you talking about Mark and Mark? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he said he was down to like 20. What did he say he was down to a future trade? You remember?
Like 10 cents or something?
Yeah, I heard you can negotiate.
Nah, I think he's down.
It wasn't that low.
It was like 20,
It was like
25.
20.
Yeah.
28, I believe.
Every
I think
stock.
it was 28.
He tried to get 10. They laughed at him when he said
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's for every trade, right? It's not just like BlackRock
One
or
every contract.
Well, that's a
Yeah.
contract.
every
Yeah.
contract.
On contract.
In and out. He trades heavy though. He trades heavily. Like,
That other guy, oh yeah.
yeah, Mark
Him-
and Mark.
oh, look at Nate. He trade heavy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, look at Bucket.
Well,
I just
no.
found out. Bucket just found some money that he has sitting in another. Right? Is that what it is? I just found out.
Yeah.
I
Well,
didn't know
we
that.
had that
I didn't
member
know I had money
yesterday.
there, too.
22.
Remember yesterday he shared his story how he got to be where he is. They remember somebody asked him, might have even been you, Ralph. I don't remember. Well, how did you make your money? Did you do it all in stocks? And then he shared his story how he.
Oh, that's
got his
right.
money.
He
I
invented
remember
was-
the conversation.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
That's
pretty
awesome.
interesting.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
Mark,
Wait a minute. I don't
Mark-
think I heard
Oh,
that.
I didn't hear that either.
With the street lights, the traffic signal
Yeah.
lights.
He invented
Yeah. I think I did hear that. Yeah.
Invested in
about-
I didn't
streetlights?
ask him though. I don't know who it was.
Yeah.
But I remember. I know what you're talking about. I mean, I like. I
Yeah,
like
he
that.
said he was a
It's pretty cool.
multi-millionaire by the time he was 30.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Who
He
are we
bet-
talking about?
Me and Donna
One
like,
of our
what are we
members.
doing?
He invented.
You
He
know,
saw
he's with
oh.
us every night.
He saw a problem and he
Solve the need.
He solved the need and it ended up just going to the moon. and
We
ended
talking
up
about
selling out
Funky Bunch?
eventually.
We talking about Funky Bunch?
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he ended up selling and yeah. Anyway, yeah. So he did.
That's
Great
awesome.
trader, by the way.
And he had some good he had some good mentors that he was able to consult with on pricing because he what did he say? He sent a bill for, I'm making up a number, but he sent a bill for 10,000 and they're like, dude, that should be like $100,000 bill for that. And so that's how it just got huge and he ended up selling the company or whatever eventually, but
Wow.
still owns
I
the
think it
patent
was him
rights
and his
to it
brother or
something.
something like that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, they hustled. He still worked hard, he had to work hard to get where he was at, but yeah, he just solved it.
He's a good trader too.
Yeah.
I like
He's a good-
I like
he's a nice
talking
guy.
to the traders.
Yeah, he's a
Been
good
in the
guy.
game for a while. Yeah.
I like how calm he was when his son dropped like 300,000 in the
Right. Oh my God. He's like,
What
yeah,
happened?
no, I
No,
don't.
that
And he
ain't
didn't even
nothing. I'm
tell
like-
him. He didn't even tell him. He's like, I don't want him to feel bad. Him feel
What
bad.
No,
What
what about
happened?
when he
Got
opened
into
up
his
that
account
Robinhood
and-
account though?
Was
I wanna hear
playing
his
around on
venture.
his account. Well, not playing around on it, but his son got into his trading account and
By accident.
bought a whole bunch of stuff that ended up going down. I think Nvidia or something
Oh, he
like
tried
that. But
trading and he didn't know how. He just decided he was going to try and trade.
yeah,
I think he thought he was paper
think he was
trading.
teaching him.
Kid
Yeah.
thought he was
Teaching
paper
him.
trading. He was
And it was his
actually
real
using
account.
money.
And he wouldn't tell him
But
because he didn't want him
don't.
to feel bad.
Oh no, he didn't want his son to feel bad about him losing
Oh,
money.
yeah.
That's all. He didn't want
But
them to
don't.
have that on
Killed
his
my
shed.
kid.
So. Yeah, me too.
He opened He said he opened his Robinhood, which he never looks at because it's an old account. And he said he bought some NVIDIA when it was $500 a share.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Nope.
What?
Well, if he had hung on to it, I didn't know.
I got
What?
$30,000 I didn't even know I had.
I was like,
wow.
"What?"
Need to get his son's number. That way I can buy calls and then text him to buy a few thousand shares or whatever I'm in.
That's just irony, though. What about the irony of that, though? His son, he was trying to teach it. He made the mistake or whatever. And then all of a sudden, one day, you just open up the Robinhood account and there it is right there. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like, because he said he didn't freak out on him. He was like, I'll never do that. It was a mistake. Whatever. He just let it roll off. And then look what happened whenever you don't do that, and then look what happened to him. Not saying that it wouldn't have been there even if he would have freaked out, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
that was like fate working or something. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And that's the importance of actually logging out of your trading account when you're done, when you walk away. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's one button to click on Weeble. I don't know about the other
so he would have had
That
to
way
ask him, so he would have known to check on it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, nobody could log in and complete a trade by accident that way, right?
Hey, did you see the cool stuff that happened with the Weeble update today?
No.
They got an AI thing.
Well, we can also set on vertical spreads and everything like that. We can set at the top our own spread limits.
Wait,
very nice. Very nice.
Before you had to do each individually, didn't you?
Well, no, I mean, you had to take their selection, then you had to go to the selection, you had to go into the middle, you had to change the number. Now you go to the top and you say, I want a $10 spread on Apple. So you list all the spreads you can buy for $10 with $10 spread. It's really neat.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't either, but I do, but I don't. I've never done it yet.
I don't even know what it means.
Now that you mentioned that, I'm going to update mine right now. So.
Sounds pretty
good.
Really neat.
Hearing about these credits.
I didn't know you can do that.
Stuff, I don't know,
but I know what it
I
means.
learned it all.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm going to go ahead and get ready to shut it down if everybody's cool with that.
Squirrel.
This is a good night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was a really good night. It has been all week. It's been really good. We've been having some good conversations in here. I like it. It's awesome.
Last bit of humor for you, Dawn.
What's up?
The last 5 minutes, I've been getting texts from my daughter and my wife, and neither of them are home. And they're saying, "Is the internet back on so I can come home?" I'm like, "Oh my God."
So they left because the internet wasn't there.
That sounds like my family. Is it back on? Did you check it? I'm busy.
Hey, at least you took your ski trip, man.
Yeah.
There it is.
Get outside for a little while.
Yeah, exactly. Got my bonus.
I want to remind everybody too.
The good thing is you can go anytime you want now, pretty much, right?
Is that where?
Yeah.
Is that where he was skiing?
Yeah.
Okay, do you have a house out there or timeshare, or you just go out there all the time?
No. We have a place we always stay when we go.
Oh, okay.
So we're right on the mountain, so we don't have to walk too far. And then we have a ski valet at the gondolas, so we don't have to carry our skis and stuff.
Nice.
So you just ski off, drop them off, walk back, walk in.
Nice.
So
nice.
it's
Must be nice.
You don't have to crash getting off of the ski
So
lift.
nice out there.
Yeah, exactly.
I miss Vail. The house in Vail. I love just sit there and stare out the windows. Just
So I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna end it with this, and then I'm out of here. Bucket, congratulations on your retirement.
Shout out.
Oh yeah, man.
Congratulations.
I'm not offering any jobs or roles here, but I just wanted to let you know that somebody reached out today and nominated you for the next moderator position. He's like,
you knew it was coming, Bucket.
You know it.
You knew it was coming.
He's got to take a hit for that.
He turned it off.
No hablo inglés.
Come on, Bucket.
But I was just letting you know that somebody reached out and said that they would like to nominate you for the next moderator slot that opens up. I'm not promising anything. I'm not guaranteeing anything. Full disclosure, I'm just saying that your name was
And we need you, Bucket.
Your name was thrown into the hat. How about
Join
that?
the team, Bucket.
Right. Especially on things like options. You've really come a long way in your knowledge, and you're good at explaining things. And you actually deep dive into the whys it does that, like Bruno does, right? You can explain the stuff that only option contract geeks understand and use that to make money with. That, I'm not going to tell somebody how to trade an option. I mean, strangle or buying out and all that, because I don't do that. Now I buy a calls and option puts, but that's all I'm at. You have that knowledge, and combined with you and Mark and a couple of the other ones, man, there's
everybody's got their own.
Yeah.
Everybody's got their
He
own.
was
thing.
explaining cover calls on here one night to Christina and I. Cover calls and cash secure puts. I loved it.
Yeah.
Right.
You've been killing it that way, and you got such a pleasant, warm personpersonality, too, so that'll just make it really nice.
I'm losing connection. I can't hear you.
No, he not. Yeah.
Remember his apple days? He'd come in.
They can make fun of you. They can make fun of you because they're kind of inferring I'm like Bruno the Hammer now because I'm being a. You can't. You won't let us talk about this. You won't let us talk about that.
I was never a hammer. I was never a hammer. I always wanted to approach things with a delicate, sensitive position.
And Mark just has a way of turning the conversation back to where it's supposed to be. Just loudly. Just
Lee was the hammer.
A megaphone voice.
Yeah.
Lee was the hammer.
Lee was the hammer.
Yeah, he was.
I miss
Lee would shut you down. Lee wanted it to be like a library, though. He didn't want no talking at any time.
Be scared to do
Because
anything.
it probably made him nervous. He probably, his anxiety and all that. I get that.
What happened to Lee?
Yeah.
He had to step aside. Yeah, he had to step aside for personal reasons. So we wish him well, and
we
miss
love
you.
him.
He's still a member of AT&T, and he's still trading. He just not going to be in a role. That's all.
He's still going to be in the Zoom call. He's just not. I'm not going to be moderating or anything.
Yeah, he's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We love you, Lee.
Love you, Lee.
Well, anyway, Bucket, you could be you are already a very valuable asset, and that wealth of knowledge. Everybody's got their little niches, right? And then it all adds up to make a better community. And we do appreciate, and it's just like we've said it before. I mean, you came in 3 months and knew more than all of us have been here for a year. You just picked that stuff up and ran with it. It was just like amazing how far you came on.
Yes,
of course.
He was asking all them questions.
Appreciate the kind words. Thank you.
I was like, Bucket, all you got to do is just trade. You got it. Just get in there.
Yep.
So that's good. We're happy for you. Happy for your success more than anything, right?
You guys are all awesome. All awesome.
And so are you.
Congratulations, Bucket.
Everybody, don't forget, we've got the Easter extravaganza. Anybody out there who's looking to get a VIP membership who's not already a VIP member, use promo code Easter500 and you'll get $500 off any of the VIP memberships if you want to do that. And we've also got one lifetime left.
Cool. Can you put Easter Bunny ears on that little ad you just had there on Coach's
I
ad?
was gonna put it on Coach, and I'm like, I don't think I want to do that. And then I was gonna put the ADT logo on there, and put the Easter Bunny, and I didn't leave myself room to do it.
His little thing. Thanks, Easter Bunny. What he does? Add that to it.
And Mark, aren't you gonna tell before she signs off what tomorrow is?
Tomorrow, for VIP Gold members only, we have exclusive Saturday training. It's almost like a one-on-one. It's a very small group of people presently. It's growing all the time, but we have one, and David has been doing it, and Bruno, and all of us have been in there, and it's kind of like an open forum. If you got a question, we'll cover it, deep dive into, whatever somebody wants to talk about one subject, and they'll deep dive into it. And, it doesn't matter what you have other questions you can ask, but we actually have time. We don't have the distraction of trading, that we can actually deep dive. And it's almost like a one-on-one. Everybody does a fantastic job with that. So you don't want to miss that. And the other thing is, being a VIP Gold member, you always have access to the recorded one. So if you can't be there tomorrow, you can watch the replay later. So it's worth its weight in gold. Just the Saturdays alone are worth the price of admission. And there's other, you get your own You get your own tech support that you get to move to the front of the line. So there's a lot of extra training and stuff that's available. And like I say, I've bought every membership package since I joined, other than a month. I was never a monthly member. I started right out with lifetime. I bought every one. I've purchased every package there is, and every one of them's paid off as I moved up the package ladder because you're getting that additional training. So, yeah, it costs, but sometimes, you know, those of you who went to college and graduated 20 years ago, do you really care what you paid for it 20 years ago? Unless you're still paying for it. But the education, you know, you can't really put a price on it. It pays for itself right away. At least it did for me, right? Results not guaranteed, you know. Some settling of contacts may occur. FDA did not approve this, you know, whatever. But yes, you got to. I posted a quote in there somewhere last week from Ben Franklin that says, you know, knowledge is the best thing to invest in. Investing in knowledge.
So, Mark, the quick selling point, I'll just shorten it, is with tech support, you get 100% access to Bruno 100% of the time, every day, at any hour. So who wouldn't want to pay to have access to Bruno? 24/7.
Make his phone go off at 3 a.m. in the morning.
You guys are crazy. Everybody have a fantastic weekend. Don't forget to hit the links up top, AmericanDreamTrading.com, so that you can get signed up for your memberships, so that you can take advantage of the Easter 500 promo code. Don't forget to hit the tip jar link. Thank you for those 2 people that tipped tonight. I appreciate you so much. And everybody, like Mark said, let's meet up again tomorrow and see what we can get out of David's class. We get something every week. It's something new in there. So everybody have a fantastic weekend. And don't forget, next Friday, there is no trading. Okay.
Why?
So market's closed Friday.
What's Friday?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I heard Cole say that.
What is Friday?
Yeah.
Oh, Good
Friday.
Good
Good
Friday.
Friday. So I'm going to play a couple of videos to get us out of here. Everybody have a great weekend. Oh,
All
Jen
right.
said, see ya.
Hey,
Bye,
Sheila.
Vegan Dolly.
Hey,
Have a
girl.
good weekend.
Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, Sheila.
See you guys.
Don't
See
stop
ya.
trading, guys. Don't stop trading.
Did our new mastermind series class, which is going to be June 5th at 4:30 Eastern. This is how to grow your small account part 2. You do not have to watch the first one to have the second one, but I highly recommend it because it is the basis and the foundation leading into part 2, which was how to grow your small account. It was $199 if you were able to buy that before the class. It's almost 2 hours. But it is a full 90-minute class with Q&A. You guys will be able to rewatch that as much as you want. If you did buy the first one, there is a discount code that you guys can use. I can't just blurt it out because it's only if you bought the first one. So head over to our Discord, look at the channel that is for the replay of that video, and you guys will see the actual discount code that is listed inside of there. You can find it in our store if you go to AmericanDreamTrading.com. Sign up for any of the services, of course, website is always here. $200 for our regular membership gets you immediately into Zoom. You can see every trade I make. You'll get hot stock picks, the videos on demand, the IPO center, and the pre-market setup, all with the regular $200 membership. When you're ready to step it up, though, I highly recommend the VIP membership. You'll be able to start trading early at 4 a.m. You'll get to trade with some of our other millionaires inside of that room. You guys will get masterclass training with me every day at 8:15. You'll get the VIP lounge, all of those hot stock picks, pre-market setup. You're going to get the IPO center, the videos on demand, all of the workshop classes for free, and we put one of those on every single month. You'll get all the VIP training videos, the trading view indicators. These were designed specifically based on my 2-minute EWO, which, by the way, no trader in the world has ever used what we are doing with the Elliott Wave Oscillator. And we have a lot of people finding success, obviously, with this. You'll also get VIP seating at the meetups. If you are a VIP member and you want more training, VIP Gold, you can add that on for an additional $2,500 a year. Right now, as one of the specials that I have, this could go away, but right now, if you sign up for the VIP Gold, you will also get a free one-on-one with a moderator. That is a $500 value just for that. You'll get all the mastermind classes. You get every mastermind class for free during your subscription. You'll get 1 hour of tech support if you need it, so we can remote in. We can help you set up those charts. Anything specific, right, that will get you going, we can help you with that. You're also going to get, for the first time ever, weekend training. We've been doing it every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern. And because it's the weekend, it is literally like a one-on-one. You'll also get our news service showing us everything, right, that's going on in the market, and breakout rooms. So anytime we do a breakout room, that's only for VIP Gold members. You guys will be able to access that. Use your affiliate account. You guys will also get a piece of everything. So you have family members, neighbors, people in your church, people that you guys want to help out. You can give them your link, and that will also give you a kickback immediately. It's immediate. As soon as they pay for it, you guys will get money. You'll see it into your monies that you can just withdraw. Send them to AmericanDreamTrading.com.